Good afternoon, everybody. This is John Jameson. We're here with my good friend and real estate entrepreneur extraordinaire, Mike Biglane, who just came into town. We're in Metro Detroit. And I just walked Mike through this property, and we're going to walk you through it just to give you an idea of what we have here in Metro Detroit. Mike, welcome to Detroit. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Not only am I doing great, but John, once again, you have done nothing less than amaze me. We're in a property right now that John and his associate have acquired through a yellow sign, a bandit sign. And I got to tell you, I'm looking at just carpet and paint here. And the cash flow on this thing is going to be incredible. I mean, we're talking probably in excess of 17% cash on cash return on this particular piece of property. So let's walk through. I'm not going to try to tell you where the living room is because I would probably insult your intelligence, but that's where I want you to look.
We just want to show you the condition and let you know that, hey, you know what, this thing is ready to roll. The purchase price on this, guys, is $18,500. Yes, $18,500. It's raining today, but I think it stopped. So when we're done, I'm gonna go up and down the street a little bit to let you guys see. In fact, I can shoot even here from the window a little bit to let you know that this is not a ghetto. People think that when they hear the price ranges we're talking in, they think that it has to be a drug-infested neighborhood. Guys, you see any cars on blocks? You see anything that's not neat as a pin and well taken care of? I mean, this is what we have here in this area. And this particular property is a 3-bedroom vinyl bungalow. It's just about 1,100 square feet. It does not have a basement. A lot of our houses do have basements. This one doesn't. But guys, we acquired it for $18,500. We're going to walk you through it right now. And just so you can see, you're going to think this is an after picture. This is the before picture. We're just actually closing on this one today. We haven't done a stitch of work to it. As you can see, we're not going to do much to it. We're going to do a little paint and carpet. And Mike, you want to walk them through into the kitchen and
absolutely
talk a little
John,
bit?
what did you tell me this unit will rent for?
We'll rent this out for $825 to $850. Okay, so we've got the first bedroom here. You can see we've got a little dated paneling. I do want you to look at the windows, which are all new. They're all vinyl replacement windows in great shape. This is a real easy fix in here. Little paint, little carpet. We'll take down, you could even paint the paneling if you want to. We probably won't because it's bowed out in some spots. We're going to take it out, do a little wall patch, and we'll have it ready to roll.
John, this will be my room.
All right. Well, rent for you is $1,000 a month. So.
All right. I do want you to see this bathroom. This is pretty incredible. We've got ceramic tiles down. On a rental unit, basically what you want to do is to have it clean. You don't have to make it. We don't need granite countertops. We don't need any of that kind of thing. As long as it's clean and it shows clean, it'll snag you a tenant.
And guys, this is, they put a brand new vanity in here, the toilet. They got nice green ceramic tile. It's pretty as a picture. We got 6-panel doors. You walk into the kitchen, and as you can see, I'm going to back up as much as I can. This has all been done as well. Stainless steel sink. We got oak cabinets on both sides. Spot for your stove and fridge over here. We got a ceramic tile backsplash even, which is not typical in a house in this price range. The flooring's all been done. It's pretty as a picture. You move in here, we've got eating space into the kitchen. It can be nice having a little cup of coffee. Again, you've got the nice windows that are all been redone.
Now, John, how long is it going to take you to rent this place?
We'll have this rented within 2 weeks. We have a huge rental demand in this particular area. And typically, Mike, we put signs out. We generally don't even have to put them on Craigslist. If we keep in that sweet spot between $825 and $950, we rent them out very quickly. We do have people that'll pay more rent. We do have some people paying over $1,000, but that'll take a little bit longer. You got to find the right butt for that seat. Walk into here. Here's your utility room. Got copper pipe throughout. The water tank's been updated. Furnace isn't brand spanking new, but I'll tell you what, it's functional, and that's all we need for now. I'm going to give you a quick tour through the back. We had a little bit of rain. I think it stopped, so we're going to take advantage of it. No, it's still raining, so we're going to be quick, guys. But this is the garage that goes along with this house. You can see how big it is. It's a mechanic's dream because it's got a wing on the other side of it. We've got a deck out here. You got nice, cute vinyl siding. The roof is in great shape, not a buckle or a curl in any shingle up there.
All I can see with the landscaping is just keep it mowed.
Yeah. Central air unit. We looked in the crawl space. It's dry as a bone, and we had about 4 days of rain after we looked at it. And not an ounce of water in the crawl space, so that's good for mold and other issues with rotting wood, which we don't have. And
now, John, you guys also have a you do it all. You do management. You've got people in place that will do repairs. I mean, you've been here 20 years in business, so you've got somebody to do everything and take care of the unit and so forth.
We sure do, Mike. We've got a complete stem to stern system. We find the deals, we negotiate the deals, we'll close on the deals. We handle the rehab from anything you need, from roofs, furnaces, kitchens, you name it. We've got all the crew for that, and then we do manage it ourselves as well. So we have a complete turnkey solution, and really we mainly work with out-of-state and out-of-country investors. People come in here that can't even believe what we do here. Guys, when you can buy stuff for $15,000 to $25,000, $30,000 and rent them out for $800 to $1,000 a month, you don't need a computer for that. That is a simple cash-on-cash return, and it makes sense all day long.
That's just about as good as it gets.
It is. It is.
I'm so impressed with what I see here. You know, I do mentorships all over the country in different places. You know, they tell me, well, it's kind of hard to get things to cash flow here, and not here in Detroit, but other places in the country. And I'm like a wolf in a chicken's den here. This is incredible. I have never seen such clean properties for so little money in a long time, especially in an area that'll rent so readily. I mean, cash flows everything, as you well know. So when you put these things to the pen and you're making a cash-on-cash return of 20+%, folks, I don't have to tell you, I'm in. This is a no-brainer. We're doing some carpet, we're doing a little paint, we're doing a little very minor repairs. This is not a major repair here. It's not a major rehab. I love that, especially when it comes to rental properties, because you don't have to, like I said before, you don't have to dress them up and put the stuff that you want in your house in. You just got to make them clean. That's all.
Yeah, and one of the things we do here, Mike, and it's very important to note the difference, is a lot of investors get sucked into this town and they actually go buy in the city of Detroit because you can get big brick homes. But guys, there's so many issues down there with way high property taxes, way high insurance. This is a suburban property. This is in a little city called Roseville. This isn't not the city, and you will not buy anything in the city when you're working with our team because we know better. As Mike said, I've been doing this over 20 years. My partner Joe's been doing this over 20 years, and we're real estate investors. We're one of you. So we know this marketplace like the back of our hands, and even we're blown away. This property we're in here today, 18.5, at one time had a retail value over 100,000, and if I could have got it for 60 5 years ago, I would have said I stole it. And now we just got it for $18,500. So guys, but the unique niche is the rent's still the same as it was 5 or 7 years ago. So buy low and rent very, very high. That's what we're doing.
So just to recap, there has been, and being out on the road, I have heard varying degrees of stories about Detroit and so forth, and I've heard that the taxes were high, and also you hear about crime and everything. But what you showed me here, there's a difference between Detroit Metro and the actual city and other places in Detroit.
Very much.
This is an absolutely beautiful neighborhood. There's pride of ownership. You don't see, and as you said before, there are these areas that you're buying, picking these houses up in. You can feel safe walking down the street at night.
Absolutely. You sure can, and I'm panning up. Everything's neat as a pin. Grass is cut. That's what we have here, guys. So I know Mike's talking to, but I think he's talking about doing an event here, and guys, we hope you come because we'll blow your socks off. If you're a serious investor and you want cash-on-cash returns, and by the way, guys, it's not out of the question you're going to have a nice back end on this as well. If the market, first of all, just because I paid 18 for it doesn't mean that it's only worth 18. This is still worth $40,000 or $45,000 in the retail marketplace. So what if the market bounces back a little bit, Mike, and it just becomes worth, 5 years from now, it's worth 60, 65. You paid 20, 25 for it, you made all the cash-on-cash returns, and you got back in.
Let's just do 10 of them.
That's right.
I mean,
that's right.
You know, when you start talking about returns, double-digit returns, and anybody that knows the rule of 72, which is a factor, and if you divide the interest rate into to 72, it tells you how long it takes to double your profit. So let's just use some round figures. If you use 20% and you divide that into 72, well, it's not, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out your return is going to be 3 years or less. So all I'm saying is that it's all about the bottom line. And if you can look out and see that there's an area that's going to come back. I mean, and you don't have to worry about your property being vandalized and that kind of thing. I'm in. I mean, the prices have to go back. Anybody that's reading the paper these days, the big three are showing, the big three automobile makers are showing a profit. GM's in for $2 billion. Okay, all of a sudden we're hiring here in Detroit. Auto workers are coming back to work. Does that mean anything to anybody? Okay, you got people making money. You got this thing regenerating itself. Guess where prices are going to go?
Yeah.
You don't have to think too hard about this. So to recap, this is an incredible investment. I'm going to be bringing some people up to get with John, and if you don't come, shame on you.
Yeah, very good. And the one thing, Mike, I want to leave one last point. Guys, we're doing this without mortgages. I mean, when you have property value, when you can buy stuff for 15 to 25 grand, we're not pulling mortgages. So you're going to leverage yourself up with rental income instead of debt. So to be able to get in to be a player in this for $50,000 or $100,000 is very doable to get your first couple. And you've got about maybe a 24 to 36 month window, we believe, that things are still going to be flat for a little while, that you can get in here and really take advantage of this market. So guys, if you don't utilize Mike, if you don't utilize me and my team with all our experience and what we have boots on the ground ready to roll here, as he said, shame on you, because you will not see another opportunity like this in your lifetime, I promise you, where you can buy stuff for 1960 values and rent them out for 2010 rent. So we hope you come see us. We look forward to seeing you at the next event. Mike, any last thing you want to throw in there?
Just going to say, listen, anybody that has a line of credit, if you have a line of credit and you can leverage this and you have a little bit of your cash into it, those returns, the cash on cash return goes through the ceiling.
Yeah.
So,
oh, hey, and you know one thing we didn't even include, the best part. What if we could show them how to make tax-free rental income, like with perpetual financing?
And you know, that was the next thing I wanted to bring up, and I believe that anybody that has heard of John Jameson, who is an incredible guru when it comes to real estate and finance, the perpetual finance system is something that we're probably going to do a webinar on, and we'll include that as a kind of an attachment to this specific video, so that you can understand how to be your own banker, and that has some really great features to it. So enough said. I'm just blown away. I'm in.
All right, Mike, thanks for coming to town, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the event. Come up and tell us where you saw the video, and we'll go from there. Welcome to Detroit, Mike, and we'll see the rest of you guys here shortly. Bye-bye now.